Here's an update on the blizzard here in the Midwest. There's nothing going on the West Coast and Northwest at the moment. And on the East Coast, we're dealing with a little bit of a light system, but mostly warm temperatures. It's here in the Dakotas where we're seeing blizzard warnings from South Dakota into southern North Dakota, and winter storm warnings over to Minneapolis. This includes Fargo as well, over to Duluth, the UP, over towards the UP of Michigan, towards possibly extreme northern UP of Michigan, but mainly up towards the Arrowhead of Minnesota here and over towards North and South Dakota. This is where we're going to see the lion's share of the wind and the snowfall in the order of 5 to 8 inches with locally higher amounts, wind gusts in excess of 40-50 miles per hour, and temperatures will be dropping. You can see the single digits and teens here across the Dakotas and 20s here in Minnesota. This is going to get even colder with lows approaching below zero tomorrow evening as the system pulls away. So all this cold air up over central Canada, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, over to Alberta, these areas, all of this cold air is going to come pushing down with this system, and it will team up with this low pressure down towards Arkansas and move northeastward up along this front towards the northeast and produce rainfall towards the end of the weekend and the beginning of the work week. So let's take a look at precipitation amounts. We'll see ½ an inch of liquid equivalent out of that blizzard, and northeastward as the low develops over Arkansas will spread 1 to 2 inches up to Pittsburgh and extending down towards eastern Tennessee and then over towards the mid-Atlantic up to ½ an inch likely. Here in the Rockies and the North Pacific Northwest, this is where we'll see 1/4 to ½ an inch with a new weaker system moving in later in the period. This is a 5-day precip outlook. Let's take a look at the North Atlantic Oscillation Index. We're going negative now, but if we look at the North Atlantic Oscillation models, towards December 16th, we'll start bumping back up towards zero with a little bit of a warm-up, and then going as another system pulls through on December 17th, we'll cool down with the NAO index to -2 towards Christmas Day. So where is the first low of interest for snowfall going to go, other than the blizzard in the Midwest? Well, it's going to be mainly across the mid-Atlantic here in the Northeast. This is where we're going to see some snow. This is a possible scenario with the GFS model, and it's looking possible that we could see a light to moderate snowfall event for interior New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, eastern New York, and southern New England. This is December 17th. But things really start to get interesting on December 20th and 21st. Here's a scenario that plays out. We have the 500 millibar overlay, and we've got this trough developing, and this low pressure will be at the base of this trough, and we'll also have Alberta clippers coming down across the Great Lakes. If these can phase together over the mid-Atlantic, that's one scenario, then we'll have a monster storm across the East Coast. But the way it's looking now at the moment is the trough will become negatively tilted too quickly, and this will allow the low, instead of move east, more towards the north up the Ohio Valley and make a beeline, and then phasing will not occur because the Alberta clippers will, as you can see, outpace the Ohio Valley low, and there won't be any phasing along the East Coast. So these are two possible scenarios with this low pressure system, but that's nearly 12 days off. So we're not going to pay too much attention to that for now. The short term is we are going to start to get some of this bottled up cold air over Canada to move southeastward. I'm meteorologist Mark Milner. Like us on Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Here's a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania.